Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving straight into an absolute David versus Goliath tactical masterclass. We're breaking down the stunning World Cup 2026 clash between tournament favorites Portugal and the ultimate underdogs DR Congo. We're going to unpack exactly how a match that everyone thought would be a total walk in the park for a star-studded powerhouse turned into one of the most fascinating tactical battles of the whole tournament. It's a literal masterclass in resilience, structure, and picking your moments perfectly. Let's get right into it.
So here's the massive question we need to answer today. How did a Portuguese side, literally overflowing with world-class talent and expected to completely run the show, end up sharing the spoils in Houston? I mean, on paper, this was a massive mismatch, right? But on the pitch, it was a completely different story. To truly grasp how this upset actually happened, we've got to look way past the final scoreline and examine the crazy tactical chess match that unfolded over 90 intense minutes.
Act 1. Setting the stage. The stakes in Houston. Right, so we have two totally contrasting footballing philosophies colliding head-on here. On one side, you've got Portugal, an absolute attacking powerhouse. Kicking off in red, they feature a legendary lineup spearheaded by the veteran himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, who, by the way, became the oldest player in the squad. They're built to dictate possession and basically create magic in the final third. But then, on the other side, kicking off in blue for the second half, you have DR Congo. They stepped into Houston carrying that heavy underdog label, relying on a really gritty, deep defensive block. Because look, when you're up against the giant, your number one job is survival. And that means staying super defensively compact.
Now take a look at this number, 6. That is the total number of goals DR Congo conceded during their entire qualifying campaign. Just 6. This isn't just some random stat. It's literally the foundation of their whole tactical identity. It proves this squad knows exactly how to park the bus, absorb immense pressure, and just maintain absolute defensive discipline. Going into this match, DR Congo's game plan was crystal clear. Rely on that proven defensive solidity, keep the game super tight, and just wait for that one fleeting opportunity.
Act 2. The expected script. Portugal strikes first.
You know, right from the kickoff in Houston, the momentum was heavily tilted in one direction. Portugal found their rhythm right out of the gate. And if you're DR Congo, sitting deep, the absolute last thing you want is to concede an early goal. But man, Portugal's sheer quality shone through almost instantly. Pedro Neto delivered this absolutely exquisite cross. He found his man completely unmarked, sneaking right in front of the defense to just finish it off. From that exact second, it was relentless Portuguese pressure. Honestly, it looked like the floodgates were about to open, with Portugal just confidently running the show.
Just look at the sheer volume and variety of attacking threats DR Congo had to deal with here. It's wild. You had Cristiano Ronaldo making these incredibly dangerous, unchallenged runs right into the penalty area, just constantly finding pockets of space. You had João Cancelo whipping in wicked, high-paced crosses from out wide. And right in the middle of all that chaos, Bruno Fernandes was scooping these lovely little passes over the top to players like Nuno Mendes. Mendes was actually forcing the Congo keeper, Empey, into making some really crucial batting saves. Portugal was just buzzing all around the final third, and it really felt like it was only a matter of time before they doubled that lead.
Act 3. The turning point. A tactical equalizer.
Okay, here is the crucial point. This brilliant tactical maneuver by DR Congo on a set piece. This, right here, is where underdogs make their money. Let's break down exactly what happened. Step 1. DR Congo wins a corner, but instead of just launching your standard hopeful ball into the mixer, they opt for a short one, instantly creating a 2-on-1 situation. Step 2. Because the ball is played short, the entire Portuguese defensive structure is forced to shift to react to it. They completely lose their original marking assignments. And Step 3. Because of that sudden shift, Yone Wissa suddenly finds himself totally unmarked in a highly dangerous area. It's a super simple but absolutely devastating manipulation of the defense.
And Wissa makes absolutely no mistake. He executes this perfectly timed snapped header right in first-half stoppage time. Talk about a massive, momentum-shifting goal. Just picture the contrast in the stadium at that exact moment. You've got absolute dismay from Cristiano Ronaldo and the Portuguese players, while the stands are literally erupting into scenes of pure joy for the Congolese fans. Heading into the locker room locked up at 1-1, DR Congo didn't just have a point. They had this immense psychological belief. Game on in Houston. Make no mistake about it.
Act 4. The frustration and chaos. A sloppy second half.
Now, in the second half, Portugal's composure really began to rapidly unravel. First off, João Cancelo attempts this incredible acrobatic finish, which, by the way, would have been an absolute peach of a goal, but nope, the flag goes up for offside. Doesn't count.
Then, we start seeing these super uncharacteristic, nervy, sloppy moments from Portugal right in front of their own goal, just handing DR Congo unnecessary chances. Naturally, tempers really start to fray. Players are arguing, they're failing to back off the referee, to the point where the fourth official literally has to step between the benches. The frustration boiled over into discipline issues too. Bernardo Silva gets a yellow card for a straight leg foul. Nelson Semedo gets booked, and Darajo picks up a yellow for blocking off a player. Even manager Roberto Martinez was visibly upset on the sideline, literally throwing his hands up in frustration as his team struggled to get a grip on the game.
Late in the game, the contrast in styles just became totally desperate. Bruno Fernandes was trying to take matters into his own hands, desperately searching for that one breakthrough. Even though he didn't quite have the overall impact Roberto Martinez might have wanted, Fernandes was still out there trying to thread these first-time balls right through the eye of a needle. Meanwhile, DR Congo's resilience was just monumental. Players like Masuaku and Mutasami were constantly disrupting the flow, making these vital interceptions, and just throwing their bodies on the line to absorb Portugal's late-stage onslaught. They were clinging to their defensive structure for dear life.
Which leads us to this incredibly agonizing question that just hung heavily over those final few minutes. Can DR Congo actually hold on and see it through? Portugal was absolutely pouring it on. Ronaldo was ghosting into the back post, looking for just one clean look, but Congo completely refused to break. You could seriously feel the tension radiating off the pitch as the clock ticked down.
Act 5. The historic conclusion. A monumental result.
The referee blows the final whistle, and the match ends in a 1-1 draw. It's a deeply frustrating start for Roberto Martinez, Cristiano Ronaldo, and a Portuguese squad that, honestly, started in the best possible fashion, but just simply couldn't find a way past that resilient blue wall in the second half. Conversely, for DR Congo, this represents an excellent, incredibly hard-earned point. They stuck right to their disciplined defensive game plan, executed a brilliant set piece when the window opened, and then just survived the chaotic storm that followed.
To wrap things up, I really want to leave you with this powerful quote right from our source material: their first goal and first point at a FIFA World Cup. That right there is the historical magnitude of what we just analyzed. It wasn't just a draw, it was a monumental milestone for DR Congo on the world's biggest stage, earned through pure grit, tactical awareness, and sheer willpower against one of the game's absolute giants. It really makes you wonder, right? If a well-organized underdog can frustrate a team of superstars this effectively, what other massive surprises does this World Cup have in store for us? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep analyzing those tactics, and I'll see you next time.